Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Impossible Creatures replay channel. I am here tonight with Skitter.
Yo, your friendly neighborhood Skeeter.
Exactly, otherwise known as David with a voice changer. And
Yes.
tonight we are here to cast the knockout round, or the beginning of the knockout round of the casual tournament that was organized the other night. And so this is the first semifinal on the top four players. And so we are going to be watching Mutt in the blue in the bottom left versus Kiki in the orange in the top right. And this is the very start of the game. You haven't missed anything. So let's just get right into it.
Take out all enemy labs.
Yeah, this map is probably my second favorite amongst all the 1v1 maps anyway. And it's pretty interesting. It's going to have a lot of macro plays, all very sneaky rushes. And I'm interested in seeing how this plays out.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of the largest 1v1 maps in the game. And I know that you are a practitioner of large 1v1 maps.
Oh, for sure.
So
My recent dive into Dreamcatcher.
Yes. These large maps definitely capture your dreams. So we're seeing
Dreams of level 5.
Yes, dreams of level 5 and big shrimp. Anyway, so as we were getting into this, Kiki got the first rod a little bit earlier than Mud, but neither of these players are going all that aggressive. Mud is just slowly building up. He'll have a faster level 2 with his second lightning rod coming up, but it looks like both players are looking to saturate their mining line and expand a little bit more slowly. Not seeing any proxy rushes.
Yeah, going for that coal heavy start.
Yeah, and that coal heavy start is absolutely an extremely powerful way to play, especially when you're as good as Mutt and
So
Kiki
far
are with
apart.
the late game macro. Although, as we say that, Kiki is suddenly turning into an aggressive build path with these lightning rods.
Before even expanding, that's interesting.
That is very interesting. It's unusual, but then again, this is an unusual map in that it has 6 coal piles, not 5. So you saturate your mining line at 12 henchmen, which is a lot more. That on some maps, that's actually, your lab plus an expansion already.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely allows for some loose build orders.
Yeah. So we see Kiki is just now hitting level 2. So he's hit that before Mutt. Has Mutt even started it? No, Mutt is still happily producing henchmen.
And has a scouting rod behind his base.
Yes, Mutt likes to do this with his buildings, to place them on avenues of attack. And
I
meanwhile,
like it.
Kiki is starting to produce, and he has produced a Cheetah Warthog, level
That's
2 Cheetah
interesting.
Warthog, no less.
Not a
Still
cheetah scope.
beautiful, just dashing around
Yeah,
like
it
this.
does.
Very fast, has leap attack and horns.
I wonder
Pretty,
if the horns are going to pay for themselves.
yeah,
Pretty
they
high
need to,
power.
because this is not a cheap price tag. I can understand why Kiki has all of this electrical production right here.
Yeah,
We're going to see
as if it pays off.
whether this geyser, whether this generator rather can survive this attack. They're taking a beating for sure. They don't have barrier destroy, but
Yeah,
13 damage.
horns over barrier destroy, but yeah, like
Yeah.
you pointed out, decent damage anyway.
Yes, I mean 13, and they're going to match up very well against these still amazing Cheetah Scorps. This 36 defense is going to be
Battle
huge
versus the
value from these
classic.
horns. And Kiki
And the
doesn't even
herding.
seem to care about them. Yeah, I'm not sure that Mud is going to manage to keep these chambers alive. This is a powerful push. Even though Kiki's chamber is so far away, I mean, you can see how far
Yeah,
these units
that
have to
speed
run.
helping out a little bit, but it's still a really far chamber.
Yeah, and they have critical mass. You see Mutt destroying his own chamber there. I don't know why he didn't destroy his second chamber, but
I mean, it's still decently healthy.
yeah.
At the time,
Yeah. So he still has time, but doesn't look like he's going to do it. Maybe he values the distraction that this is causing for these
yeah,
units, as he's built some scouting fences as well. And we're going to
that's an
see whether he
interesting
has some
one. Haven't
defenses
seen
at home.
scouting hench.
Well, he does have some. He's got these hyena frogs, which have not activated their pack hunter yet. And these 2 sound
Needs a
beams are
little
well
more.
positioned. So yeah, Mutt has fortified all of his local coal, and he's taking this island geyser, which is
And the other island guys, technically.
it's a really good play right here because he needs to catch this to be on par with Kiki, and even then Kiki is going to take this one not too long. And now the fight is breaking out. Kiki wisely retreating.
A lot of hurting.
Yeah, the pack hunter range here is understandably scary, with not any easy avenues for reinforcements yet. Although, as I say,
yeah, you don't want to lose the army.
Yeah, you don't want to lose. You don't ever want to lose your army for nothing in Impossible Creatures. And here Kiki is setting up the reinforcements. So this is a really difficult situation for Mutt. I don't know whether he's going to be able to get out of this.
Yeah, he's getting some chambers up now to also have reinforcements.
Yes, but Kiki does have level 3, and these camel cobras with upgraded ranged damage, 11 poison damage is just a really good matchup.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and there's hench heal from this. The 30 speed. This is perfect.
He's looking really strong right now.
That is actually amazing because Kiki loves to spam lots of ranged units. And if you're wondering what he's doing with his gyrocopter, this is basically for vision. The gyrocopter has an incredible sight radius, especially once it gets henchman binoculars.
Yeah.
So this is going to allow Kiki to see most of this area. So Mutt is hiding
just
his
for
units.
army movements and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Not being caught out.
Yeah. So it can be risky to leave your gyro there, but it did afford Kiki some safety, and now he's pushing in. This is a very good flanking maneuver from Mutt, though. He's picking off the
reinforcements, yeah.
Yeah, picking off the back line there, and Kiki's
this range is gonna have to snipe the towers
for sure. And I mean, they are gonna take these towers down very quickly, but Mutt has the units. Even though these are level 2s, they are relatively beefy.
True.
So, and now Mutt is
ending the defensive units.
and now Mutt has the artillery, which is a perfect matchup. As fast as these camel cobras are, they are not very durable, and
yeah, only 20 defense.
And splash damage will do a number on them. And this is poison artillery as well, which makes it even worse for these units. But I mean, if we look from a macro scale, Kiki has a lot more of the map. He has staffed expo here.
Yeah,
he has
dominating right now.
Yeah, he has just all of the map control. Mutt has a workshop here, but he's not mining from it. Not very much anyway. And here comes the push with more extremely expensive units.
Yeah, Kiki turning his resources into very powerful units.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiki has all of the map, and it's a very good thing for him that he does, because this army would not work. And there we see Mutt blowing labs, so that is game 1 in the books.
Map control for you folks.
That's right.
Just so overwhelming.
Yeah, map control and a very effective early rush. I think Mutt was not quite ready for that one.
Yeah, those are really fast.
Yeah, and it was very powerful and unusual units. I think Kiki definitely knows Mutt very well. Mutt is one of those veteran players who has a pretty defined playstyle. He loves Cheetah Scorps at level 2, and so those Cheetah Warthogs are basically the perfect unit to counter Cheetah Scorps.
We got some counter picks here.
Yeah, so now we get to see Mutt counter pick, and the next map I believe is Vacation. So let's get right into that.
Smaller map.
It's a great
See
map.
if those Cheetah Scorps can come out sooner.
Yeah, this is a classic map, and absolutely
take
Cheetah
out all
Scorps
enemy
can
labs,
be a
this island
huge
is
deal on
ours
this
for the
map.
taking.
So Mutt getting the bottom position, Kiki getting the top. This map is slightly asymmetrical, so there can be a preference, and Kiki getting an immediate rod this time. Both players
Very nice.
pretty much with the same build order so far.
Yeah, personally, I prefer the bottom spawn.
Yeah, it's definitely a matter of preference. I mean, you are able to defend yourself a little bit better at your lab in the bottom.
Yeah.
So, but it does. Yeah, I find that if you're defending yourself at your lab, you're in trouble anyway. But we shall
Yeah,
see.
fair enough.
So Kiki's had an interesting strategy where he's immediately sending hench to mine from his nearby expo instead of saturating his lab mining line first, while Mutt is building up on his lab. And the other
Sounds
difference.
like he's where I want to see a resource mod that shows you income.
Ah, yes. Put it
That
on
would be
the list
perfect.
for IC2.
Yeah.
So Mutt does
Near
have the
future
second
now.
rod though, which is going to be a big help.
Ooh, we got some scouting going on.
Yeah.
Mutt
Classic
does
Mutt
like his
scout.
scouting.
Ready, boss.
And
Yeah.
Kiki doing the same. Very important on this map to have an idea of what's coming. Because it's so
Oh,
small,
for sure.
it's really...
Yeah, you don't have much time to react.
Exactly. You don't have that much time, and I think Mutt might even go for the geyser steal here.
Hello.
Well, we shall see. This is a...
Yeah, he's just positioning to make sure they didn't miss any water chambers before taking it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just swimming around, trying to see whether there was a henchman there, and now maybe he's coming... No, he's not coming to kill the hench, so we shall see. Mutt is building up his chamber, so he must be going to. Yeah, he's almost there already. Kiki spamming out the rods and generators. So he's just dunked a huge amount of resources into these. I mean, this is...
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They're gonna pay
incredible
relatively
investment.
soon.
He
but,
really... if he doesn't have super expensive level 2s, he's... yeah, he doesn't even have a workshop, so he cannot convert yet. So
I think he's gonna make one now.
this is very interesting. And yeah, the fence strategy here is definitely a smart one, because Kiki needs to delay this without having, without
All those resources.
without having the unit production yet, because he just, his economy isn't quite big enough to produce much at this point. These are relatively expensive, but like you don't need 4 rods and 2 generators to build these. And yeah, so now
Yeah, it's
Mutt
pretty
punching
cheap
down
on
the fence,
electricity.
finding the one segment that was not fully built, and it should be enough to allow the chamber to resume activities.
Mutt's looking a lot more solid in this match.
Absolutely,
He's got his own
Mutt is
fence
in
on
a
the left
much better position than he
and
was.
expanded to the right.
And now Kiki, who had to pull hench from this generator to start mining, headed back, but he misclicked, so this henchman is not building this generator, which is
Oh no.
going to be a significant problem.
Yeah, so he's slowly breaking through that.
Yeah, he's definitely using the mobility from these to his advantage, but Mutt is ready with the sound beam, with the units. I mean, these wolf walking sticks are really good with the pack hunter and the camouflage. You gotta...
Yeah, Mutt in general has just got a lot of defensive units right now.
Yeah, he's
And sound
very
beam towers are
prepared.
up and everything.
So Kiki is shifting his focus to attacking the lab, but Mutt does have the defense, and that was someone hitting level 3. I'm guessing that was Mutt.
Probably.
Didn't quite catch it.
It might be Kiki with all that electricity that he
That's
got earlier.
true. That's true. We'll have to see. Mutt seems to still be producing level 2s. So yeah, so that was Kiki. You're right, and that is a really big deal. We'll have to see whether these camel snakes can make the difference. But Mutt has a lot of pressure right now, and Kiki does not have an expo. Well, Mutt does.
I just noticed that actually. He's being pushed out, cornered.
He's being pushed out, and now Mutt is doing a lot of economic damage, and yeah, Kiki sees it.
Yeah.
So
that was a losing position if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the going level 3, if you can hang on to the expo, you can use lab defense and sort of come back. But yeah, I think Kiki just...
Out an expo? I don't think that was...
Yeah. Kiki didn't
and
have
was
any
solid,
hench in his
but...
expo, which is the problem. If he had the hench there, but he just didn't. It comes back
like
to
greedy electricity.
Yeah, it comes back to his decision to spend so much on his electricity, right as Mutt was coming in for his first attack. I mean, or setting up for it anyway. I mean, really good awareness to fence the chamber, but ultimately that only bought him a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Okay, 1-for-1. Let's see what the final game between them is.
Yeah, that's right. We're going into a deciding map because the playoffs were all played in one night, so the semifinals were best of 3, and so we are going to see Sandbar. So, what is your opinion of pure swimmers here?
Okay. I personally do not like them, but I haven't tried them very
If we
often,
can take
so
out all enemy labs, this island is
I'm
ours
open
the
for
taking.
discussion on them.
Well, yes, for anybody who doesn't know about this map, this is a map designed for pure swimmers. So, Mutt happens to be one of the players who likes pure swimmers the most. And so I'm surprised to see Kiki picking this one against Mutt. If there's
Yeah, it's just send a message, you know?
yeah, this is because this has to be Kiki's map pick since he lost vacation. So I'm very interested to see what Kiki has prepared because Mud is one of those players who has played probably the most pure swimmer games of anybody.
Yeah, the most experience in this matter.
Definitely.
So, unless Kiki's been sneakily practicing in downtime.
That's true. Yeah. Although to be fair, I believe Kiki was part of the people who created the group of people who actually created this map. So he probably has some idea of how it's supposed to work at the very least.
True.
Yeah.
The expos are really weird. Your hench swim to get to the coal.
Yes, and that actually really changes a lot of things about how they work. And you can also see the awkwardness of the 4 coal pile start because both players having significant
Yeah.
downtime at their labs. Very painful. Mutt is already going level
Geyser
2.
placements are very scarce, actually.
Yes.
Only 4 geysers.
Yeah.
That's
And 2 of them are very contested. I mean, if you play the like water geysers versus pure swimmers, they just die so fast.
yeah.
Especially the Tuniel. Probably the most hated unit in the game.
Yeah.
For pretty much anybody. I mean, I think it's cool.
There's not much,
but,
I guess. Yeah, it's a cool concept, like the strongest pure swimmer kind of thing.
yes,
But
I mean, it
it's a
is
pain
the
to play
fastest
against.
unit in the game, bar none. So, kind of weird that a water unit is the fastest unit, but it is. It has Pack Hunter. It's size 3. It does 8 ranged damage at level 2. Yeah.
101 coal,
Yeah.
pretty cheap.
It is extremely cheap for what it is, and yeah, for anybody who hates pure swimmers, this unit is responsible. Look at it. There you go. That is the face of your enemy. As it
Menacing.
as it
Truly.
fries this poor unsuspecting henchman.
Hitting a geyser with electrical damage.
Yeah, that's right.
That should reduce damage in IC2.
We can add it to the list of features. I don't know whether I
Yeah,
vote
yeah.
for that one, but it's an interesting concept.
Supercharged and donate to your opponent.
Yeah. So this is Kiki's answer. Lobster Mountain Lion. This is an amphibious unit, and I mean it's pretty fast in
Okay,
the water.
I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, I mean the leap
Amphib
attack is gonna
versus
really
Tuniel.
help, and of course, Kiki is using his own Tuniels. I'm surprised that Mutt has not upgraded any of his units. I would have thought that there would be some attempts to upgrade, but yeah,
The units are so cheap that you move on to the next stage really quickly, I think.
yeah,
So
but
you
I mean,
only start upgrading at like level 3, I think.
yes, but at the same time, you know it's going to be a mirror matchup, and so having the speed bonus
Yeah.
or having the damage bonus, that basically wins you any fight at level 2. And Research Clinic,
It just puts pressure on you to do that damage though. If you don't do it, then you're just behind, and it's yeah.
yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but I mean, part of it is just that Tuniels are so fast that you can win fights with micro even against against stronger
Level
units.
3s. Yeah.
So I think that you can make it work. And
Kiki has more expos here.
yeah, Kiki is in a really good position. I mean, he had the mid geyser for a long time, and now he has
Busy
he has
getting
the
the left
expo.
one, yeah.
Mutt has hench stationed around the. He doesn't have a hench. He has a lobstain lion.
Just a single lobster.
Yeah. And Kiki is coming in with the barrier destroy. And I mean, Kiki is taking full advantage of Amphibia's power on this map.
Oh, for sure.
Although that's not coming back in, but yeah, we see this marauding drove of Tunios just patrolling. Will Mutt get his generator? Oh,
they're
it's
gonna
so
try to save this.
close! It's so close!
Come on.
It's not going to happen. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
That went into double-digit health, which is not good for a building.
Yeah.
I think this one's going down though.
Yeah, there's no saving this one.
Yeah.
Two Neos are fast, but they can't get
They're not
there
that
in
fast.
time.
They can't
Yeah.
quite teleport. Maybe that's the
They're
future. we should
fast,
ask
but they
for.
have more damage.
Now Mutt is almost to level 3, and Kiki is not researching.
Where is?
it.
Ooh, I think this is where with the turntables.
Yes, I mean level 3 is a massive power spike, but Kiki does have a large group of units. So, and Mutt only has 2 chambers, and his economy is small. So, okay, here come
True.
more chambers, but I'm expecting Mutt to want to produce narwhal eels, but okay, interesting, hammerhead chameleon.
Very.
So opting for the
He's
regen.
got a good cone here. Yeah, he defended this.
Yeah, he does have a really good firing arc. I mean, you can see the repair coming in clutch as well.
Yeah, jeez. He's got everything in position.
Yeah, he's got everything except the map, and we're gonna see if this plays out
Yeah.
like Soothing, because right
Yeah, he's
now
gonna have to
Kiki has
expand soon.
so many more resources. Yeah, this level 3 is going to be a big.
So
shift.
he hasn't. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say that he hasn't staffed his natural expo after it died, but he has units there.
Yeah, and he's casually left his generator at 494 health.
I mean, to be fair, it takes a while to repair it.
That's true.
That
is true.
Downtime on the mining.
Yeah, Kiki hitting 3, and he's gonna have the economy to produce level 3s. The question is, what will he produce?
Ooh, he's even setting up an expo on that side of the map.
Yeah. He's building up the chambers and everything. This is
not looking good.
Yeah, Mutt
for
is...
Mutt anyway.
I mean, I wonder how Mutt is planning to do damage to the lab. Oh, here's the scout, rubber ducky.
Oh, I love that.
Such a great.
Yeah, that does actually look like a rubber ducky.
Yeah.
No one can change my mind.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, no upgrades. I mean, Mutt is going to see this, and now he knows that Kiki has a lot of units, but yeah, this is the unit I was expecting Mutt to use, the narwhal eel, which is basically the Toon Eel's big brother. Not quite as fast, but camouflage and 13 damage is incredible.
Nothing to laugh at.
No.
Mutt needs to position better here.
Yeah, Mutt needs some other answer. Like, range versus ranged, I think he loses because he just has fewer units.
Yeah.
And Kiki's units are faster.
I'm thinking maybe in this choke point, you could probably even out the odds a little bit, but it's steep.
Yeah. If he could hold the choke point for sure, but and Kiki's trickling some of these stealth units, but I don't think he noticed the first time that that there actually were these keen sense scouts, and Mutt has used them very effectively. He's discovered a Kiki's Expo, and the speed upgrade is actually a really big deal on this map because you can see them immediately start swimming faster. So yeah, this is one of the few times I think the speed upgrade is actually a meaningful economic difference. But
Mutt needs to send like at least 5 or so tuna eels just to harass some expos, because this is losing position if he carries on like this.
Yeah, you can basically see he has just the top 2/3 of the map are Kiki's right now, and the Mutt is getting some creature upgrades now, and the Tuniels can't hit the buildings. They're not quite don't quite have the range.
At least from this inside circle.
No, you most of the buildings you can't quite hit from land unless you have something like this. However, Mutt has left these
Ooh, those were
very
those
out
were
of
large hits.
position, and this is just GG. Like, you cannot let your artillery die like this. That is not
You
like,
might.
no way. I mean, the
Oof,
artillery
yeah.
is a massive game changer. That's exactly
He's
the
fighting
units
half
that
the army right there.
that's exactly
That's a
the
good.
kind of units that Mutt needs to be producing. But
Yeah,
this
Kiki's
is,
army was split in half right there, and
yeah,
still wins.
Mutt just got caught out of position there. His ranged units were too far back, and Kiki's army was able to slide in unopposed. But the artillery is still making the difference. I mean, they only do 3 damage, but they do apply poison, and they do have a lot of range. So, and see whether. And this is a bad choke point for Kiki. I mean, these rocks are. I don't know what to call this, but it makes a very challenging strait to get out of.
Definitely.
Now, Mutt is
He's just gonna rebuild his army though.
sending in
So much
tuna
economy.
lobsters. Wow. That looks so small versus the normal,
Yeah.
which is twice the size. Oh, the flying. Oh, wow.
That's a good play.
That is a really good play. Deflect flyers. I don't even know where Kiki produced these from, but this is wild.
Probably one of his expos.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're coming in from this. This is his proxy chamber. I thought it was a creature chamber, but it's actually flying, an air chamber rather.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, why even bother with a land chamber if a water chamber is cheaper?
They are cheaper, but the nice thing about land chambers is that you can produce land units, and on a pure swimmer map, that can sometimes make the difference because the
Maybe.
biggest counter to
Yeah,
pure
yeah.
swimmers is just walking on land. So we're gonna see. Yeah, these units are gonna get cleaned up. Kiki needs to use these tuna lobsters and take out this generator. Like,
Oh, for sure.
got to do something with them.
Oh, he's moving in.
He's moving in. He's gonna take the gen very quickly because it's not been repaired.
Killing some henge before they start moving out.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mutt is gaining ascendancy on the outside, on the outer rim.
Yeah,
basically.
I think that fights in the choke points actually helped him more than it helped Kiki.
Absolutely, yeah. Kiki definitely misplayed it after breaking through. He didn't kill the artillery, and then he fought inside the choke points instead of backing off. So
Also, instead of rebuilding his lost units, he made flyers.
yeah, I mean, the flyers are an interesting decision. I do like them. They are expensive, but I do like the idea, especially because most of the meta swimmers are pretty glassy, but Mutt has decided
Yeah,
has
true,
opted
true.
for a different option. You know, this chameleon hammerhead is that's not the pure swimmer meta, and it has regen, and it's a lot beefier than the Narwhal, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, 136 versus, okay, no, the Narwhal has more health, which that's
That
wild.
is more expensive.
But it doesn't have regeneration, so, and it is more expensive. So yeah, this is really interesting.
Yeah,
how is
Mutt's
Mutt
getting some expos. This is good. He needs
Yeah.
to kill this forward expansion,
Mutt
and
is
then
doing
he's evened out.
so much damage right now, and I'm in shock because
Yeah, that was
how
a
is
losing
Mutt in
position.
a winning position now? Like, I guess he's not technically in a winning position yet, but
Yeah, yet.
he's done so much damage. And he does have
Those fires coming back
this
home.
this expo, which maybe Kiki has forgotten about because
I don't think he scouted it. I think he walked past and just assumed that Mutt would never take it.
yeah, I think I think he has, because I mean, they're just swimming around their merry little way.
He must be so confused at how much resources Mutt has.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, he's trying to take out this generator, but Mutt, I think, will be in time to save it. So
Yeah, he's got more presence than the pure swimmer right now.
that said, Mutt has, okay, he is bringing out more scouts. And the underrated aspect of these flyers, they actually see these scouts. Because the flyers are eagle combo, they have keen sense.
Oh, that's nice. That's
And
nice.
Mutt's scouts are going to get destroyed as a result. And these scouts are a huge part of what has kept Mutt in this game, because knowing the Narwhal's positioning is huge. Now Kiki hits 4. I mean,
Wow. Not very often I see a pure swimmer match get
Pure
to level
swimmer
4.
match going to level 4 is insane, and I don't think Mud is even close. This is...
He hasn't. Yeah, I think he's saving up for it right now.
I think so too.
Because he's not making hench.
Yeah, he's not producing hench. He might just be focused on units, but these melee units, I'm not sure about this versus the... Well, he is successfully killing the Narwhals, so... I mean, 40 speed with leap attack from these tuna lobsters is a big deal.
This is the make or break moment of this game, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, Kiki has depth because he can just build up. He's building... Oh, he's building Narwhal Blue Ringed Octopus. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness,
that's
that is a
nasty.
monstrous unit.
Is that killer whale eel as well?
Yeah, he was making killer whale eels. Yeah.
Those are 20 damage right there.
Upgraded 20 damage. That's not even counting Pack Hunter. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
But he
he
can't
needs
let
to
them
get critical
die,
mass.
and these tuna lobsters are going to harass super effectively.
Ooh.
Mud is just... He's showing his experience because... I mean, Kiki has a much better macro position at this point. But, I mean, this generator now, Mud has established control over it for a while. And
Yeah,
that
Mutt's
might
gotten
be
into
making
the
a
inner
difference.
circle. I'm gonna clean out these expos.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Oh, but
He-
Mutt's expo on the top right's being harassed.
Yeah. Just a couple of units so far. And I mean, Mutt can't save it because he's got to go all the way around. These
Yeah,
units don't have hovering, so. And here comes Kiki with some more kill
those are very
heals.
interesting. Now that they're in a little death bowl, I'm very interested to see how they do.
Yeah. This is not that many of them though. I mean, and Kiki's
I mean,
lost a lot of
just enough to
economy, and
a little bit.
he's forgotten to re-upgrade his generator, which is a big difference.
Oh yeah,
So I mean, this is going to be interesting.
yeah.
I mean,
Mutt's getting
you can
a
see
lot
them
of units on the
basically
map.
one-shotting Mutt's units in this group, but this is a much larger group of units from Mutt. And
Yeah.
Kiki's not gonna be able to reestablish control of that generator, so
Is Mutt going level 4 yet?
that's a good question. No.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. He's going all in at level 3.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
I think this is the correct call, actually.
I think it is. I mean, he's got this large death ball in the middle, and if he can keep Kiki from getting resources from mid, I mean, he's starting to take out.
Also
Kiki's-
harassing the outside as well.
Yeah, he's starting to take this out as well. So Kiki is losing areas to produce units from, and that's a big deal. Mutt's using these level 2 units to kill Kiki's proxy chamber.
Ooh. Saving his only expo.
Yeah, this is incredible. I've gotta hear what these players think about this game afterwards, because
Yeah.
I don't even.
Okay, so
struggling
he's
to
getting a
analyze
lot
this.
more level 4s into a group. So this might be a little difficult for Mutt
Yeah,
to roll
I
over
mean-
it now.
Mutt can't take a straight up fight against these level 4s, but
He just one-shot the whole time.
Kiki can't get a fight. I mean 35 speed should
Yeah.
be enough to catch these, but he can't approach the melee units. So I think Kiki is over indexing into range here. I mean he's probably going to clean up this group harassing the air chambers, but Kiki doesn't have enough melee units to fight a pitched battle against
Ooh,
Mutt.
he's even bringing in some artillery here.
Yeah, Mutt has artillery, and that, like, he doesn't have that much, but it does make a big difference. Like, this is what, 10
That
artillery?
area damage with
Something
the
like
poison.
that. And against glassy range, that's a huge deal. So Kiki is
Yeah, only
using his
300
death ball power here, but
Yeah, he's gonna clean that up.
I mean, leap melee
Yeah.
is surprisingly good against range, against glassy range at least. So
Oh, sure. If you can close in the distance, then yeah. Ooh, he's shelling the lab with his artillery.
oh yeah, yeah, it's just a few though.
Mutt's definitely edging into this game.
Yeah, Mud has a more effective army, and it's just all down to unit composition, I think, because Kiki just has one unit type that he's produced all maps, whereas Mutt has 3. Like, he's using these tuna lobsters and his direct range and the artillery, and Kiki calls it. Wow.
Okay, that was a lot of meta plays, and you can see why Mud is pure Soma heavy
Oh
and
my
why he likes it so
goodness.
much.
What a game. Wow. I can't imagine.
Okay, just
Mutt's
remind me
game.
never to play Mud on pure Soma maps.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Even when he's basically dead, he just comes back from the dead.
What a beast. Oh, I mean, holding Kiki off from such a strong economic position. I mean, let's not forget that Kiki had such a strong position.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a wild comeback, but I think from Kiki's perspective, you've got to feel a little bit disappointed that you
For sure.
that you sort of let that slip away.
I think the flyers were nice, but they were a mistake, I think. Because they probably didn't cost all that cheap with the deflect.
No, they are not cheap.
And
I can confirm.
yeah, he needed to restock that pure Soma, that advantage that he had.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think just gonna pull up that flyer for reference, but yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was when Kiki was stuck on the inner ring, on the inside of the ring, and he went out and he could have sniped all of Mutt's artillery right then. And if he does that, he wins the fight. And then he has just such a massive advantage. But he didn't manage to do it. And that was the difference. So yeah, this is the unit
I think
that he was
both
using.
players weren't fully microing during that choke point engage.
Yeah, I mean, he must have been. I think Kiki probably saw the artillery and was worried that he was going to get pincered, so he had to pull back. But then he ended up fighting in that choke point, and wow, I mean, I think you can see the experience difference in just the way that the fights were microed, because Kiki is an excellent player on all facets of the game. I mean, I think he was #1 ranked for a long time if he isn't right now. And I think that Mutt has took advantage of the experience he has on pure swimmer maps to
for sure.
Back. So that was an incredible semifinal. So
I'm interested to see what the finals look like if this is the semifinals.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was the first semifinal that we casted. Thank you, Skitter, for casting with me, and we will see you in the next game.
That was brilliant.